KAFEERO Foundation is a social enterprise for young entrepreneurs, and our goal is to inspire young leaders, young entrepreneurs that are coming up in Uganda and across Africa. And I think over the time, we've had, success in doing this. And when they told me that I was supposed to speak at TEDx, I didn't know what I was going to talk about. And I wondered, okay, what am I going to talk about? I'm a guy, and I have a lot of ladies speaking a lot of amazing things. And I thought of some of the few stories that we've had along the way in trying to inspire young entrepreneurs that we have worked with. And one of the story that I wanted to talk about was for a young lady that, she sent me a message. I think it was March 2017, and she wanted to work with us, and she told me, I'm a designer. I want to come, and we work together. And I invited her, and we met at our place in Muyenga. And when she came through, she wanted to get a job. She wanted to build her family, and her journey was very amazing. She got pregnant when she was about maybe 18 years at the university, and then she's thrown out of her family, and she has to raise a young girl, and at the same time she has to find something that she has to do in her life. So when she came, story, and I want to do this, and I want to work with you. And I asked her one question, because most of the people that I work with, it's not about qualification, but it's about the passion that drives them to do the things that they choose to do. And I asked her, and I said, I want to know, why do you want to work with us? And she gave me her story, and she told me, I don't know basically why I want to work, but there's only one thing that I want to do. I want to help my daughter. And I finished university. I've pushed myself doing this work, and I need a job badly to make sure that I can do this. And to me, it wasn't just about the job. I was very, very excited. I laughed, and she thought it was funny. And I told her that, if you can be able, to juggle life at 18, 20 years, and you're able to go to school every day, you're able to breastfeed and raise a child, and then go do work for other people, you're too incredible, to think that you have a sad story, And I told her that this is something which you can use for better than just looking for money and try to raise a family and all that. And, we started working together. She joined the team, and in our first 4 months, and she came to me and she told me, hey, I have an idea. I remember what you told me when I came through, and I have two things that I need from you. The first one is that I want you to help me get a better computer. And I was like, okay. And she said, I need a computer. And she said, the second one, I don't want to work for any salary. I want to build myself bigger than this. I have learned so many things for just the 4 months I've been here, and I want to start a creative media house. And I said, okay, I'll get you a computer. So I bought her the first, MacBook Pro computer that she had, and her first iPhone. And she started her work, and in just the space of 1.5 years, Pavua has created Pavua Concept, which has done a lot of amazing work, and she has been able not just to employ herself, but she's been able to employ more than 8 other creatives in the same house. And not only that, she has been able, in the space of 1.5 years, she's been able to create work and worth more than $100,000 in contracts. And to me, it was my story. It wasn't just Pavua's story. It changed my life in so many ways as a young leader, and someone who was so much inspired to see that I can try to use this platform to help so many other young entrepreneurs come up and do some great stuff. From that journey, I learned so many things, and I realized that as an organization, our work wasn't just to come and employ people, but we can give more opportunities to the people that come to join us and work with us. And from that journey, we started putting together our departments. We turned them into startups. And literally every department within our organization became a startup. And today they manage themselves, and we have so many great stories that have come from so many great young ladies that are doing amazing things. Maria, she's a business designer for one of the startups that came up from our organization, which is Deloitte, and she's doing an amazing job. We have Raken and Cave. They're doing so much great work when it comes to TV and media. We have Bethel, from Eritrea, one of the girls that has worked with us, and she's been able to, right now she's running a program for refugees from Eritrea in Uganda, and she has more than 100 girls that she's training and teaching and helping them understand technology. We have so many of these stories in the organization, and when I was told that you have to speak, I said, okay, this is something that I want to share. That the responsibility for us making the world a better place is with us all. We don't have to. It's not about politics. It's not about how much you have. It's not about where you come from. It's not about what you have and what you didn't have, but it's about what you're willing to give to others. It's about listening. It's about taking your time to listen to other conversations, and you make them your conversation. When I started the organization, I was very inspired by Strive Masiwa of Kwese. I think Strive Masiwa and Tony Elemelu, they were very, very great inspirations for me. I'd spent some time in Zimbabwe, and I'd seen so much work that Strive Masiwa had done in Zimbabwe, and the kind of impact that one man had who wasn't a politician, who wasn't actually he wasn't even living in Zimbabwe at the time, and the kind of influence he had created in young people and helping them fulfill their dreams. And I wanted us to have the same conversation. So when I got back, I said, this is something that I want to live for. This is something that I want to do. And I want to help some young people who are coming up to understand that it's not about where they come from, but it's about what they believe in and how you can create a platform for them to express that. And over the 1.5, 2 years now, we've been able to create the results that we've had are too amazing, What we are seeking is to make sure that we can create a better Uganda. We can have young entrepreneurs that are well empowered to make sure that they can lead the next generation. I want to leave you with one quote, which says that we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, but we borrow it from our children. Whatever we do, we are not accountable to the past, but we are accountable to the future. So the future is here. We should stop complaining. We need to take it on and make sure that we can create and we can build better young leaders in Africa. Thank you.